I just wanted to do a short video on these cheap eBay grid tie inverters. They're about $100 AU, and I bought two as a test. I wanted to see if they would stack together okay, and whether they'd be reasonably efficient. One of them is still working after, you know, a few weeks, but this one failed after 10 days. I hadn't had it loaded very heavily. It was running off about 30 volts DC input on two 185 watt panels, which I think is about 10 amps. They say they're rated to DC input of about 30 amps. And what actually happened to this unit is that it blew the AC side fuse, which I believe is a 5 amp fuse. Now I've ordered a bunch of those and they're cheap enough to replace. You know, these components are pretty easy to replace too, because they're through hole and with a bit of desolder braid, like this guy here, you can get them off pretty easy with a standard soldering iron and do a little bit of a repair on it. I'm hoping to get it working again, but the problem I found is that these MOSFETs, I believe these are the AC side MOSFETs, are not cheap to buy. I sourced some on eBay from Australia, and just going off the numbers, which are very hard to see on there, I found a source of them on eBay. From Australia, they're about $20 each. Now, if I was to have to replace all 4 of them to make sure they match, I don't know whether I'd have to do that or just replace the failed one. I believe this is what caused the AC side fuse to blow, was that this MOSFET is fully internally shorted across all three pins. So yeah, if I was to buy 4 of these MOSFETs, we're looking at 20, 40, 60, 80 bucks for a $104 inverter, which is ridiculous. You can't repair these things. It's cheaper just to buy another one and use this one for parts if the other ones fail. So if anyone knows, I'll leave a link in the description, or I might comment or something on this type of MOSFET. If anyone knows a cheap replacement for this MOSFET that's not going to cost a fortune, maybe I can get this thing running again. But I'm pretty sure that's all that's failed. I'd like to have a go at repairing it, but anyway, so out of 2 units, yeah, one failure after 10 days, the other one's still going strong. So I might leave it a bit longer and see on the longevity on it before I purchase another one. But yeah, so there we go. Cheap grid tie inverters, not so cheap to repair. Hit me back, let me know what you think, and if anyone out there knows a cheap replacement or an alternative to these MOSFETs, yeah, leave me a comment. Thanks.